Hey everybody, Adam Malamut here. This is the entry to week 4 of the NFL season. Week 4, these weeks are flying by, and it's easy for them to fly by when my Philadelphia Eagles are 3-0. So last week, I told you that I was issued a challenge, and it was a challenge to see how good my picks could be. Come on. The champ is here, right? Muhammad Ali said it. The champ is here. Last week, I went 8-2. If you were watching my picks, if you listened to my picks, you made money. You're welcome. Last week, I picked the Los Angeles Chargers on the money line. They won. I picked the Buffalo Bills -6.5. They won. I picked the Detroit Lions -3. They won. The Miami Dolphins, epic performance. 70 points they laid. I got a special treat for you this week, though. They won. I picked the over in the Dallas Cowboys-Arizona Cardinals game, 42.5. They went over. We won on that. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I took the total. I took the money line on that. Pittsburgh Steelers won on that. Go back and watch the prior episode. You'll see. I took the Philadelphia Eagles. Come on, guys. Really? -4.5 against the Tampa Bay who? They won. I took the Cincinnati Bengals -2.5. They won. They pulled it out last night. This is Tuesday. I'm getting you guys early in the week. We're going to move those lines. The two that I missed on were the New Orleans Saints. I took the money line, and I took Tennessee Titans +3.5. Now, listen, I think we can all agree that the Tennessee Titans aren't the Tennessee Titans that we thought they were. Come on. 2 out of 10. Those are Hall of Fame numbers. We're looking to continue the success. So I'm going to give you this week's winners. But before I give you this week's winners, let's talk a little bit about the performances this week. So this week, we had Jalen Hurts show the real Jalen Hurts. If there was a question as to who he is, that guy bought time thanks to his amazing offensive line and threw the ball downfield. We saw the real Baker Mayfield. Look, Baker's a good player. He's a good athlete, but he's not a 3-0 guy. He's a 2-1 guy. We'll see what he does this coming week. A lot of great games, a lot of great performances. By the way, if you're not on the future yet, you're a little behind the 8 ball. I'm on Tyreek Hill as Offensive Player of the Year. I'm on Dan Campbell as Coach of the Year. And I'm on Jalen Carter as Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jalen Carter is one of 2 players in the NFL, TJ Watt being the other one, with I think it's 15 pressures so far this year. Pressures is a big stat. I was talking to my partner, my man Keith. He likes that more than sacks. I personally like sacks more, but that's a big stat. So I'm going to get right down to it. I'm going to give you my picks for this week, and I'm hoping that you're following along because 8-2. We go 8-2 again this week. Come on, we got a little trend going here. So let's see what we can get down to. All right. The first pick. I feel like there should be a drum roll. The first pick is a parlay. I'm going to parlay the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers game. And I'm going to tease it. I'm going to do an alternative spread. The Detroit Lions +7.5. And I'm taking the under 49.5. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think there's going to be a lot of running the ball, a lot of clock running. That's a winner, guys. My next one, the Atlanta Falcons are playing at the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's really not at the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's actually in London. It's going to be an early game. It's 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to take the Jaguars on the money line. The Jaguars are a better team than they played this past week. And listen, I like the Falcons. Love Bijan Robinson. They're not going to beat Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence isn't going down again. Calvin Ridley had a horrific game. Hands of stone. The guy's got hands. The guy can play. Jacksonville Jaguars are going to avenge their last loss. They're going to do this, and they are going to set up a perfect match for my first 1 o'clock game, which is the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Somebody needs to explain to me how a team that just laid 70 points is a 3-point underdog, even on the road. It doesn't matter. It's 70 points in the NFL. This hasn't been done 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. 70 points. And they're at 3-point. They are begging you to bet the Miami Dolphins, which is why I'm all over the Buffalo Bills money line. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they're starting to come out a little bit. Pickett starting to put together his game. Pickens, Freiermuth, these guys are better than the Texans. Now, I'm a big D'Amico Ryans fan. He was an unbelievable linebacker. He's a great coach, but he's just developing, and his team is just developing. I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers on the money line, take it. We don't need points. We don't need any kind of spread. The Steelers win this thing. They win it outright. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus New Orleans Saints. There's going to be a ton of scoring here, guys. There's going to be a ton of scoring because Mike Evans is pissed off. Mike Evans is a great wide receiver. You know, they have so much talent on the offensive side of the ball. They have some great linebackers. They got their clock cleaned by my Eagles. They're going to make a statement. They're going to come out and score. The New Orleans Saints, they're going to come out. They're going to score. I'm taking over 39.5. 39.5 is, I mean, I could see this game going 24-20, 27-20. I'm taking over 39.5. My next pick, I don't understand this line. When I see a line I don't understand, typically I stay away from it. I don't know why I'm drawn into this, other than the fact, and listen, I try to keep it clean. This is a family show. The Tennessee Titans suck. They are terrible. The Baltimore Ravens are underdogs here? Really? The Baltimore Ravens? So I'm going against my conventional wisdom, which is they're begging you to bet the Ravens. But I think that little of the Tennessee Titans that I'm going to fall into the trap. We'll see if I'm right, but I'm going to fall into the trap. I'm taking the Ravens, and I'm taking the Ravens on the money line, plus 120. The next one's going to be the Cardinals at San Fran. Guys, this is a no-brainer. The over-under is 43.5. San Fran can put 43.5 up themselves. If some accident happens that the Cardinals find the end zone, which would be an accident, you know, James Conner's not going to run through this San Fran defense like he has other defenses. If they get lucky, if they get to the goal line, this is going to be a 55 point game. I like the over 43.5. My lock. You writing this down? My lock is the Monday night game. Monday night, you have the Seattle Seahawks playing at the New York Football Giants. I said Tennessee sucks. I'm sorry. I like Tennessee. I like Nashville. New York Giants suck. They are the toilet bowl of the NFC East. They are the reason that 3 other teams in the NFC East could potentially have winning records. They are what the Arizona Cardinals used to be of the NFC East. They are potentially the worst team in the National Football League. They're ugly, they're slow, they're uncoordinated, they can't catch the ball, and they can't score a touchdown. And on top of that, they talk funny. Sorry, New York friends. You knew I was going to take a shot at you. That's only because I don't have the Cowboys playing here. The Seattle Seahawks coming into the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium. I'm an old guy. It used to be the Meadowlands. Coming into MetLife Stadium as an underdog, I don't buy it. I'm taking the money line. That's my lock, plus 102. So if you take all of my picks, and I'll recap them in a second, and you were to parlay them, last week it was plus 71,000 on a 10-team parlay. This week is plus 23,000. I played a little closer to the vest. But playing it a little closer to the vest, I'm telling you, I'm shooting to beat that 8-2 record. So to recap, same game parlay, Lions plus 7.5, under 49.5. Second bet, Jacksonville Jaguars over the Atlanta Falcons on the money line. Buffalo Bills over the Dolphins on the money line. Pittsburgh Steelers over the Houston Texans on the money line. The over on 39.5, that's our current number. For the Buccaneers Saints game, the money line, take the Ravens over the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati Bengals take the money line over the Tennessee Titans. 43.5, take the over on the Cardinals 49ers game. And take the Seattle Seahawks against the minor league team, the XFL team, sorry, Dwayne Johnson, of the New York Giants. Seattle Seahawks over the Giants. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, we'll talk about my success on these picks. You're welcome again. It's great seeing you. Thanks.